Once we entered the race, the audio was very glitchy, but that won't stop us from winning the race. We saw many NPCs showing outside the race. We saw an NPC that stood out from the rest. Fred said, was it just me or did I see a human being in the game? Nathan was locked in. I said, it may be just a glitch. We saw the screen flickered. Nathan jumped off from the couch. What the heck? I put down the control and pressed the home button. But nothing happened. Instead, the race restarted and the NPC Fred saw was in the race. It turned its head to us. I said, "It's Josh!" I screamed. Fred and Nathan saw it too. "Who is Josh?" said Nathan. The race began. We saw Josh zooming past everyone. No booths, no mushrooms, no items, just red like the flash speed. We pressed A to go. We grabbed some items. Literally, we got the OP item, the blue shell. Imagine getting the blue shell in the first round, I said. I was in second, Nathan was in third, and Fred was in fourth. And who will guess? Josh was in first. I said, "Ready, guys? Throw your blue shells in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As they throw the blue shells at Josh, Josh looked up from above him. Surprised, but he was fast as the speed of sound. We were surprised the screen was flickering. The race ended and Josh won. Josh spoke up. "Hey, George, like my debut, you thought you could beat me?" I yelled at him and said, "Leave me alone." I was trying to play a game, but with my friends. Josh rolled his eyes. He said, "Why I can't leave you alone?" I yelled at Josh. "You'll ruin my game. You can't be different on different mode." Fred Nathan Saw went up to me. "You must get rid of this console." I said, "Well, this Switch 2 is $500. I said, Nathan said, "But this Switch is touch." Josh tapped in the ground impatiently. He spoke up. "Can we get to the next race?" he yelled. I turned back at the Switch 2. "No! Not until you leave the game," I said. Josh looked at me with a smile. "So you want to play that game, huh?" He went out to our chosen characters. "You know, George, what, you see something?" Fred and Nathan were scared. "You refused, so here's what you get." He brutally kills our characters, Luigi, DK, and Toad. I was Luigi, Fred was DK, and Nathan was Toad. I rushed to the Switch 2 and turned off. Without word, I took all the accessories and the dot, the Switch NS2, in the closet. I looked at my friends and said, "I'm terribly sorry, guys. Get rid of it," Fred said. I said, "You know, if I do, my mom will be mad." And we waste $500 for Nothing. Fred and Nathan looked at me and looked at Shadow and me and back at me. You're totally right, Nathan said. We said our goodbyes as they headed out. Once they left, I pulled out my tenderfoots too and turned it on. The harmony was still glitching gray. I went to my system settings and caused I assume that for Josh will be. I yelled, "What was that about?" I yelled at Josh, but the system settings did not have Josh. I thought to myself, maybe he's in the portal settings. As I said that, Josh went up to my camera and turn it into his portal settings. I yelled at Josh again and said, "You stole my friend's house to death! You killed us! You damn serial killer!" After all that, I turned my switch to the PC and put it in. Josh had his back turned. "I would not do that if I were you," he said. I didn't tell. I was digging him out. As soon I went to the switch to files, Josh was warning me he was in front of the freaking floods. But there was no files about breaking. Mostly every switch 2 will have a file. If the switch 2 was modded, it will be brick. So if Josh was gonna do that's what I told a thread. I clicked on the settings file. I saw Josh's profile. I was about to delete it, then Josh unplugged the cords. My computer turned off. He broke my switch too. That time I didn't dare to touch my Nintendo Switch too. However, I know even if the Switch 2 is brick, he can unboot it at any time. He can hear everything.